WDW After Dark is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. WDW After Dark. WDW After Dark. The live and uncensored webcast for adult Disney fans. With your hosts, Aljon Go, Kristen Hetzel, Jeff Davis, Eric Allen, and William Hershey. Top 5 Disney videos of the week. Disney headline news. Disney discussion. Interact with WDW After Dark at facebook.com/WDW After Dark webcast or on Twitter, WDW After Dark, or call our hotline 410-98-WDW-AD. And now, it's time for WDW After Dark. Good Friday morning. Did I say Friday morning? Oh my God, what day is it? What time is it? It's After Dark time. You know what I was doing? I was channeling my inside, my Robin Williams is what I was doing.
Oh,
good morning, WDW After Dark.
What's the time? It's time to get ill.
And you have Eric Allen.
Are you kidding me? Really?
He's channeling his inner Beastie Boy. I dig it.
Seriously, yeah.
I dig it. Dig it good. Well, dig it. Snap into a WDW After Dark. Thank you for joining us for the show. Every week, we, the talking heads of Disney, we like to share our fandom. It is a live and uncensored show, so be sure that the kiddies are put away as we sit around, do the water cooler, beer gathering, bar pup talk about all things Disney. Today, we've got a huge show lined up for you. We've got Star Wars news, we've got Disney news, we've got Marvel news, and it's coming out of our pores tonight. So I can't, I have to go ahead and apologize in advance for anything that will happen on this show, because as we know, this is live and uncensored, right, Jeff?
That is exactly right, yes.
Yeah.
Are you saying you're oozing Disney?
That's a first hashtag of the night right there. Oozing Disney. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love it. I love it. Tony Casanova, Disney by the Numbers, is in the chat room. He goes, "Put down the bottle, Aljon." Yes, I need to put down the bottle. Either that, or I need to start. I need to start drinking.
Right.
Yeah, it's a show where anything goes, as they say. The chat room is happening as well, so feel free. Go ahead and log into www.afterdark.com. We're going to have a lot of Disney discussion, as I mentioned. We also want you to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, so do it right now. Do it right now at youtube.com/WDW After Dark. Also on Stitcher. We're also on iTunes, so go ahead and check it out. We added 3 podcasts last week. We had some lost shows that got lost in the that were derezzed, but I was able to recover those missing files, so those files are now up and running. And the only way you can get those, of course, is if you download the show on iTunes and refresh the feed, and bam, you'll see, oh my gosh, what is this comedic gold that I found here? What did I discover?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's the show.
That must be, yeah.
It's a show. Let's introduce the talking heads for tonight. As always, joined by the man at the control booth. He's got he's wearing once again the Stone Cold Steve Austin hat. Please welcome to the show Disney head himself, Jeff Disney Davis.
Hello, people. How are you doing? Good evening, and welcome to the show.
Welcome. Also joining us tonight, we're joined by the man, host of Sorcom Review. He is here. He does not have the Viking hat, but he does have Mjolnir, the enchanted hammer of Thor. Please welcome Eric Allen.
How you doing, everybody? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Eric, and I got the enchanted hammer of the gods here. And it doesn't even turn on because the Tesseract batteries are all out. That's it. Heck with it.
Oh, that's all done. Yeah, that's finished.
It's just a prop. Also joining us today, he's bald, he's here, and he's standing up for injustice everywhere. Welcome to the show, William Hershey.
I will have you know that I have hair up here. It is growing back. It is. I even have it here too. I'm growing it all over the place now.
I have to tell you, Will. You know, now that you have that look, you look more and more like the guy from Breaking Bad.
Are you talking about Walt? You're talking about Walt, aren't
Yes.
He does. He
He-
does
he-
look like a guy from Breaking Bad.
you? At the beginning of WDW After Dark, he started off as McLovin. Now he's Walt all of a sudden.
He is
from
Walt
Breaking
from
Bad.
Breaking
Wow.
Bad.
That's
Yes,
something.
Jeff, he
Yeah.
is.
Wow. Okay.
He is. Yet another series I'm trying to get caught up on. Breaking
Yeah.
Bad, Star Trek. I'm reliving my old Star Trek episodes. And,
Oh, boy.
yeah. And Extant. That's the other show I'm like trying to get into.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
That and Doctor Who. So those are the 4 new shows right now. Anyway,
And
also
4 good
joining
ones,
us for the
too.
Disney discussion, they can unmute their mic now. We've taken the leash off them. They are the 2 Disney dorks, yet another great married couple from Disney. We are talking to Nate and Vicky Tonneson. What's up?
How are you?
Hello. How you guys doing?
What's going on? Hey, the Disney dorks, you guys have got a ton of great folks there interacting with you all on your Facebook page. I tend to hit like and comment every now and again. You want to tell everybody what the Disney dorks are all about?
Yeah, we're just a group of people who love Disney. We get together, we share tips, news, anything you want to talk about, memes, funny pictures, and everything Disney has to offer. So try to keep it positive.
We're a positive group.
Yeah, it's
That's
definitely,
good. You are. You're keeping it real, keeping it positive. And I had met Vic.
We stay Disney. That's what we say. We try to keep it in so that people don't, have a place where they can go that's not as negative, and they can just share positive experiences.
It's like
That's
the
right.
park.
Just like Disney, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember meeting Vic for the first time at the Chip and Company meet.
I'm excited that night.
Oh, yeah, it was fun, right? That was at the Disney 24-hour party, and that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. And then Nate, you were there too, right? But I think for some reason or another, I don't know what was going on, but we didn't get a chance to really hang. But now,
I made him take our picture. He was the one that took
that's right. You took our picture.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, man, we're happy that you were joining us. We're happy that the other Disney dorks are joining in on the discussion as well. So, yes. We've got so much to talk about today. I tell you, we're going to change from our typical routine, and we're going to put the Disney videos toward the end and start off with Disney headline news because the world is on fire. World is on fire.
Fire!
The recent news developments, and we're going to get to Frozen taking over Epcot. It's going to be a very heated discussion for such a cold topic, and we've got that coming up straight ahead, and we're also going to be talking Marvel and Disney news. In the meantime, let's go ahead and kick to the sponsor. Got
Let it go.
You let it go. That's right. She's wearing the right shirt. Let it
I
go.
dressed for theme.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Actually, Aljon, the sponsor's attached to the top 5, not the headline news. But
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that one
You're
later.
right. You're absolutely right. So, yes, don't forget really quick. Check out the website at WDWAfterdark.com. Click on our links. You can shop right before the Halloween party at the West Coast or the East Coast. You don't want to spend all that money on your costume at the park. You want to go ahead and get your costumes early. So pick it up right now through Halloween Express. They have all the latest designs there from your favorite Disney heroes, your favorite Disney villains, princesses, Star Wars, Marvel, and more. And right now, if you click the link, you'll be able to save 15% off. So check it out at Halloween Express, where Halloween comes to shop at WDWAfterdark.com. And right now, it is time for the Disney headline news, and we've got some little trinkets of nuggets of fun times.
Tidbits.
Yes.
Yes,
Who
yeah.
wants to
Or
start off?
d'oeuvres,
Jeff,
as
Jeff,
they
you
call
want
them.
Nuggets.
Jeff, you want to start off with the news?
We can start off with a few things coming from the Walt Disney World Resort. What is the one thing a lot of us do when we're walking around the parks? We've got one of these in our hands right here, a smartphone. And what are you doing most of the time? You're looking down and you're putting stuff on Facebook. You're putting on stuff on Twitter all the time. What happens? Your battery is just gone. It disappears, and you don't know what to do. Well, they do have some charging stations around the Walt Disney World Resort where you can go and stand there for like a freaking hour, and just charge your phone with one of the USB ports that they've got. But what Disney did is they put together some charging kiosks over there in Tomorrowland. It's a locker that you could put your phone inside of and lock using your credit card and leave your phone in there while it charged. And that went on for a small trial period, but unfortunately, those are gone. out of here.
pulsating, so.
Yes, it's all finished. So all you've got left right now are just the regular charging ports. But what we're interested to find out is if Disney is going to go ahead and put these charging lockers throughout different parts of the Walt Disney World Resort to use to charge your phone and everything else. And really what it comes down to is how many of you actually used it during your vacation, whether it was during the summer or any other time. But now it's back to the old way. So either charge at one of the charging stations, stand there for an hour and, take a rest or sit down or do something. Or, bring that backup battery. That backup battery is always useful when it comes to charging your phone there at Walt Disney World. How many of us in here have already had to take their phone to, guest services or use the charging station? Aljon, I know you have a backup battery that you usually take with you, right? Correct?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Gotta have a backup battery. The backup battery is important, but I have charged my phone on numerous occasions at the unpublished charger ports at Epcot. I've definitely done that.
I love how you put that.
And we just lost the video call completely and totally. Wow. So it's just me that you're listening to right now. This is what we deal with on a weekly basis on WDW After Dark, unfortunately, because, well, it's just us. So we're going to try and bring them back on here in a second. It's a little bit of an internet issue, but we're going to work on that as best we can. Sorry, folks. But we'll continue with some more news. Oh, I think we're bringing everybody back again. Hold on one second. Let's take a look. Yes. Unmute. Are we bringing everybody up? Technology. You got to love technology. Anybody up and going yet? No. Wow. Unbelievable. Okay, well, we'll try our best here to get them back. I once again apologize for the delay in bringing everybody in because sometimes the internet wants to work and sometimes it doesn't. So we're just going to... Well, we lost the internet connection completely. But it's still running here for some reason. That's interesting. Okay. So while I continue to work on this, we're still recording via the regular podcast when it comes to Disney news. The install of the Cinderella Castle Dream Lights is now underway in preparation for the annual Holiday Light Show at the Magic Kingdom. Now, the crane is going to be on site starting as of September the 8th and will be in place through to September the 21st. So it's going on right now. It's going to be happening, weather permitting, I guess you could say. They'll have it up at certain times, and then it's going to go back down at certain times. So it just depends on what's going to happen. We'll just have to wait and see. Also, if the planets are what you're looking for in the Magic Kingdom over there in Tomorrowland, well, they are back atop Astro Orbiter. Although still under refurbishment, the centerpiece of Tomorrowland is looking better than ever with the planets shining in the sun. The big question, of course, will be whether the planets spin once the refurbishment is complete, returning to an effect that has been missing for several years now. So the Astro Orbiter is set to reopen to guests on September the 28th. So hopefully those things will be spinning for everybody once again. Let's see here. I'm going to try and bring everybody back again. And no, not back up yet. Goodness gracious.
Dude, I've got this. I got this.
And they are there. I found them once again. Oh, my gosh. Aljon, are you there?
There you go. We are here, and we are talking about charging. And has the show been recording while in your absence?
The show has still been recording. I've still been talking news while the show has come back up. So let me rehash for you guys what you missed within the last couple of minutes. We were talking about charging phones, so we got through that. I went ahead and moved on to the install of the Cinderella Castle Dream Lights show. That is currently going on. They're setting up the lights, getting ready for the holiday season, and that's going to be going on until September the 21st. So what does that mean? That means initially you're going to be seeing that fantastic crane right there behind you as you take your wonderful picture on your vacation at Walt Disney World. And no, there's no way to take the picture out or take the crane out of the picture. You're just going to have to deal with it. That's, but well, you can Photoshop if you want to.
Photoshop.
But does it not add to the magic of your picture to have this beautiful crane right there behind you on Cinnamon Row Castle? I think it does. You should leave it.
Yeah, it does ruin it. But they could always cover it up with something else. Like a little sprinkle of pixie dust from coming down from the little,
Oh yes.
whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I mean,
I know, right? Oh, geez.
Airbrush something. Put Stitch doing something in the background. I don't know.
I got it. They can get that wand that was up there by Spaceship Earth and just superimpose that in there.
That's it.
Oh,
yeah.
So there you go.
This has been the summer of bad decisions. Let's keep it going.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's keep it going. More bad decisions. I think we're going to call this podcast Bad Decisions.
It's just Bad Decisions. Welcome to Bad Decisions After
Bad
Dark.
Decisions. Bad Decisions After Dark. Thanks for tuning in to Bad Decisions tonight. Made a bad decision tuning into the show.
I know, they're probably saying that right now. They're like, God, these guys suck.
Like
okay. Anyway.
What the hell I thought this was a Disney podcast.
It's supposed to be Disney.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, oh, okay. All right.
Careful. Don't make her bad, okay? All right.
Careful.
So I talked about the Cinderella Castle Dream Lights. Also, if you're a fan of the Astro Orbiter over in the Magic Kingdom, although it is still under refurbishment, there is good news for you big fans because those really big, better than ever, huge planets are back shining in the sun right there on top of Rocket Tower Plaza, as they used to call it way back when. Now, the big question...
They're not theming that to Frozen 2, are they?
They might do that. I don't know. They might do that. Just don't give them any more ideas. Really, the big question, though, is going to be whether the planets will spin once again when the refurbishment is over, because it has been missing for several years. They just kind of sat there, and there wasn't much an effect to them. So we'll be watching to see if that actually happens. The Astro Orbiter is set to reopen to guests on September the 28th of this year. Yeah. Oh. We all care about that. No, we don't. Fans of Disney Quest Ride the Comics should head to Downtown Disney this weekend for one last play if you're in the Orlando area. The virtual reality comic book...
That too?
Yeah, it's gone. The virtual reality comic book game, which pits the player against supervillains, will be closing at the end of operation on September it's actually closed already.
I am so pissed off right now, Jeff. I'm going to go ballistic.
I'm sorry. I
can't believe they're taking that out of the Disney Quest.
I just read what they give me. It's done. It's finished. It's gone.
I mean, the next thing they're going to do, they're going to replace it with NBA Jam, and my life will be totally screwed after that.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Nothing wrong with that.
For heaven's sake, NBA Jam is like taking over the world. What year am I? What decade am I?
Yeah, really.
I'm sorry, it's Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's taking over.
Wow, you're way behind on that. Way behind.
Sorry.
Okay.
Well, it is Sub-Zero.
Elsa versus Sub-Zero.
That is true,
to the death.
Finish him.
Get over here. All right, so...
Fatality.
and before we get...
Very good.
One more before we get to
Vicky's looking at me like, I can't believe I'm on this show tonight. Of all shows.
I could have been basket weaving.
Nate, these are your friends.
Yeah, these are your people.
I don't know these people.
I can't believe you challenged him to an ice bucket challenge like a couple weeks ago. This is what we get.
Oh, gosh. All right. One more small story before we get to the good stuff. Who's a fan of food trucks? I love food trucks. Roach coaches, whatever you want to call them. But there is a Disney food truck to serve meals over at Disney's Disney's All-Star Music Resort. Anyone staying there at the All-Star Music Resort should be on the lookout for a new dining experience. With the intermission food court refurbishment continuing right now, the Disney food truck will roll in to help save the day for hotel guests. It's just like a big superhero. The Disney food truck will be parked near the Singing Spirits Pool bar every single day from 7 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. And here's what they have to offer. I love food. You love food. Here we go. The menu is going to include eggs, bacon, cheese croissants, strawberry-covered waffles, kielbasa, caramelized onion biscuit sliders with gravy, donut holes, and a whole lot more. Oh,
You
God.
had me at post-cook kielbasa. I'm telling you.
That's just, I heard bacon, and I just melted, just, oh, God.
Dude, bacon? Hello.
Oh, jeez.
Bacon makes things better.
Everything is good. You ever had
get the Polsko with bacon wrapped around it?
We could do that.
Totally rock.
I would take the kielbasa and wrap it with bacon. I mean, that would be good.
I was going to say, could we get the donut holes wrapped with bacon?
We can do that. You can wrap your kielbasa with bacon. You can wrap your holes with bacon. It does not matter. Just do whatever you like, okay?
That just sounds so nasty.
And I'll just,
What? What did I say? What?
Wow, Jeff. Oh, you just get your minds out of the gutter.
Well, that's what they said they had. They've got kielbasa. They've got donut holes. That's what I said. What's wrong with you? Come on. Give me a break here, all right? It's the news. Come on.
Dot Rocks in the chat room saying, that sounded so wrong.
It did, didn't it?
But it felt so right.
Oh, gosh. All right, so
this show.
Aside from talking about kielbasa, let's tease what we're going to talk about a little bit.
Let's tease it. You tease.
I'm going to tease. I go from kielbasa to teasing. Oh gosh.
Teasing with your
just a little.
Kielbasa.
Just a little.
Damn.
Shh. We're going to tease it. Shh. Don't say anything. Okay. So, like he said, this is live and uncensored. People, don't adjust your dial. Okay, we actually really do this every week. So we are going to tease the big story this week that literally just came out. What, Eric? 6 hours ago, 7 hours ago, I'd say. Roundabout. Yeah, not even that long, probably. That long. Yeah.
Yeah, I was on a plane on the ride home, and my phone just started blowing up like crazy. And I was like, what the hell? Then Ricky Briganti made this post, and Eric made this post. I was like, oh, no.
Here we go. Yeah.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Here it comes. So in order to tease this next news story, I say that we take a ride on the attraction Maelstrom over in the World Showcase. They're in the fantastic pavilion of Norway. Norway.
You are not the first to pass this
I
way,
knew that was coming.
but
Yeah.
you're sure about to be the last.
Literally. Oh, let's take a ride, people. Let's take a look at what everybody's talking about.
yes. Can I have some commentary so somebody can explain this ride to me?
No, Will, you've been on this ride before. We don't need to explain it to you. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
You've been on the ride, Will. I know you have.
Yeah, he has.
Check out the video.
Yeah, play the video. Play the video.
Play the video.
Meanwhile, inside the Batcave.
Take a long look, people. You may never see this again. Actually, you won't see this again.
Well, you might.
No, you won't.
I actually toyed with the idea of trying to redo the script and doing it in my Mater voice to make it Materstrom.
Well, okay, Eric. So if Mater was the host on Maelstrom, the next generation, what would it sound like?
Daggum! You ain't the first to pass this way. You ain't go past neither.
Are you kidding me?
That's great.
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I found our new skit. That is amazing. Meanwhile,
See, the Vikings were all about adventure. Some of them loved adventure so much that they moved to Minnesota and started them a football team.
Oh my gosh.
You like that canned laughter? I got that from Charles and
Oh, that's great. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah. I tell you though, that would be pretty impressive if we did our version of Mater's Maelstrom. That'd be amazing. There you go, Internet. Eric, I totally want you to redub this whole attraction using Mater's voice. That would be epic. You're going to see that on the Sorcom Review Facebook page, like on Tuesday.
Right.
I don't know about Tuesday. It may be at least until Wednesday.
Okay, well, you see, nobody take that idea, Internet. You heard it here first. Yeah, heard it here first. I tell you though, you know, you see, there go the Coca-Cola Bears. I love that.
But you can't keep the Coca-Cola Bears. They got to go.
Yeah, well, they're going back to Spaceship Earth again.
Okay. That's the next attraction they're going to refurbish.
Club Cool and offer people shots of Beverly.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I had an animatronic in there. What the hell?
Oh, look at the pretty stars.
So, Will, why do you want someone to explain this ride to you? What kind of explanation is there for this ride? You're taking a boat ride through the sea.
Yeah, that's the only thing I gathered from this whole, like, can you call it attraction? It's confusing.
Oh my gosh! Oh, whoa!
We did not have to explain Guardians of the Galaxy to you past the words, hey look, there's a raccoon with a machine gun. But yet you need an explanation for this.
I needed an explanation for this. This is just bizarre.
Recount with your feelings, Will.
Come on, people, just let it go, okay? Let it go. Stop.
When I'm there in October, so maybe.
Shall we make it a drinking game tonight? I was gonna say, for every time someone says "let it go" tonight, shall we, go ahead and start drinking?
I think we should. You probably should.
Well.
I get a bottle of something good in here, and yes.
You're halfway to Schloss already if you've started.
Yeah, no kidding.
Look, Will, you take a trip on the Viking ship. You see some cool stuff. You get the evil eye from the troll, and the troll says, "We're going to send you to hell," and there in Valhalla, there you go. And then all of a sudden, you get pooped out of Valhalla and you land in an oil rig. That's what happens. That's your story, man.
You go from trolls to oil rigs to an empty town.
Yep.
It's not empty.
Where are the people?
What you don't understand is the new refurbished version of this ride will have you leaving the empty town and running into the strain, and then all of a sudden you become vampire zombies. 30 days at night.
Oh my god.
30 days of night.
Right.
That's going to be the new attraction right there.
It's a new land over at Epcot.
Yeah, it's like
Zombieland. Oh wait, that's taken already.
I was going to say, why is this town empty? There are zombies on the outside of this door.
Oh my god.
If you leave the film early,
Small World attraction. They're all hanging out there.
I was going to say, you leave the attraction movie early, you're going to get bitten, and then you're totally screwed. Ladies and gentlemen, zombies are now at Norway. You heard it here first.
You are not the first to get bit this way.
Oh my god. Oh, please tell me we don't have to sit through this movie. Oh gosh.
No, we're not going to sit through the movie. Hello.
Please tell me we're not sitting through the movie. Oh my gosh.
I know. You see, even these people have enough sense to not sit down. They're just going to go
keep walking.
Right back.
Just keep walking. It's so bad.
You see, look at it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I know.
All right, so with that.
Although I will say, we've said this before, if it's blazing hot outside, Chris and I will actually go in there just to cool off, and the cast members will look at us going, "Are you kidding me?
You came the wrong way."
The movie? Yeah, it's like, we want to cool out, man. This is air conditioning.
You are not the first to cross this way, but you're one of the first to see this movie.
Hey, I've watched it. It's good. I've watched it.
Nate,
there it is.
You've seen
He
the
is
movie.
the first to see the movie. There you go.
There you go.
We've all seen the movie. Now, come on. We've all seen the movie.
Okay, so I'm
right.
going to read this to everybody as Disney let everybody know. I'm going to read it to you word for word, exactly what's going to be going on here. I'm not going to go through the first part.
Now, hold on a second. Before you read.
Oh, no, you're kidding me. Just as we start to read this... Oh, no. Did we lose it again? We did. Oh, crud. People, I am so sorry that we are having some more issues and technical problems trying to get this thing back up and running. Oh, boy. Let's try it again. We're going to unmute once again. Try and bring them back on. I know, it's rant time. You would think so, right? Oh, man. The things that happen on this show every single week. Every week. Unbelievable. Right. Okay. Aljon, you can hear me again, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're clear and ready for takeoff.
All right. So we didn't lose anything on the show. It was still running.
Okay.
So we're all back again. Now, what were you saying before I start reading it? Go ahead.
I was simply saying that this press release was posted not in the Walt Disney World news feed that the media gets, but it was posted directly from Tom Staggs, the chairman of the Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, on the Disney Parks blog. So these are his measured words. Right here.
So we'll start with, for those of you reading along, make sure you open your book to page 4. When you hear the little bitty magical sound, please turn the page. Exactly.
That's magical sound.
That would be the money sound. All right, there we go.
That would be the magical sound, yes.
No, that's Disney's magical sound because that's what they want. Anyway, so here we go. He said, "We've made Frozen part of the guest experience in a number of ways already, and our guests have both loved them and asked for more. So I'm pleased to say that we're starting construction at Walt Disney World Resort on a brand new Frozen attraction at the Norway Pavilion in Epcot. The new attraction, which replaces Maelstrom, will take our guests to Arendelle and immerse them in many of their favorite moments and music from the film. The pavilion will also be a real greeting location where Anna and Elsa can meet our guests. We think Frozen elements are great complements to the Norway Pavilion, which showcases the country and region that inspired the film. Frozen's popular characters will also have a bigger presence at the Magic Kingdom Park this holiday season. In addition to the ongoing character appearances, Queen Elsa will use her powers to transform Cinderella Castle into an ice palace every night starting in early November. And Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party goers can see Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, and Olaf in Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade." He also said, "We're extending some favorite elements of Frozen Summer Fun Live, too, so that guests at Disney's Hollywood Studios can continue singing along to Frozen songs with Queen Elsa and Princess Anna. Wandering Oakens will set up shop closer to the show through the holiday season and will feature a larger play area with real snow in Florida. From the moment we screened the film several months before its release, we were inspired by the possibility of bringing this great story to life for our guests. Frozen Summer Live has been extremely popular, and we're looking forward to doing even more to allow our guests to experience the Frozen phenomenon." And I now open the floor to all comments. Let the madness begin.
Let it go.
For those playing at home, please start drinking.
Exactly, right?
Well. I think one of the things we can revert to, and I don't know, Eric, if you've got the Source Radio Disney Fun Zone up and running, but
I might.
We've got a few different comments we can kind of start off the discussion from our Sorcerer Radio fans that are out there. Of course, this show is not affiliated with Sorcerer Radio, even though you have half the staff on it. We
are a totally independent
show. Okay. But of course, they are our promotional partners with Sorcerer Radio, and we do appreciate that. So, Eric, why don't you read some of those comments from the Facebook group?
Okay. First comment is yes. As much as I love the nostalgia that Maelstrom gave me, I am so excited for this and think it will be the boost that Epcot and World Showcase need, in my humble opinion. I am honestly surprised it took them this long to announce it, considering the closing of Maelstrom. Let's see. My favorite... The negative comments outweigh the positive comments.
Of course,
in the
naturally.
Fun Zone.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you don't see any negative comments on the Disney Parks blog.
Is that right? Because I saw some.
I'm looking at it right now, and I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing any.
Hmm.
Yeah. I am not seeing any. I do know that one of the Fun Zone members did post a comment, and he copied and pasted it. He also posted it onto this discussion thread, and it will never see the Disney Parks blog, I'm sure. He says, I hate to be a dissenting voice, but with all due respect, this is a bad idea. I know Frozen has become a goldmine and certainly can understand Disney's intentions in that regard. However, we're losing sight of Walt Disney's intentions for Epcot. The park is grounded in reality, be it the Nations of World Showcase or the predictive future and future world that, while fictional, is based on the present. Arendelle simply does not exist, and thus it doesn't fit within the rest of World Showcase. I get that Scandinavian culture inspired Frozen, but taking over the entire pavilion is not the way to illustrate that inspiration. This attraction is better suited to Fantasyland in the Magic Kingdom, and it could even be enlarged. We may no longer be the first to pass this way, but apparently we will be the last.
Wow, well said.
Oh, wow.
That's a great comment.
That I thought was, among all of the comments, both positive and negative, I thought that was the most well thought out one.
Yeah, totally. Before we move in the other direction and any other discussion from the talking heads, let's go ahead and pass it over to Vicky and Nate from the Disney Dorks fan group on Facebook. And we thank you all for joining us and, of course, being patient, waiting your turn to discuss this hotbed topic. First of all, we're probably going to need you to speak up just a little bit so you can cut through the mix. But go ahead and tell us your thoughts, and whoever wants to start, go ahead.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thanks.
This is very neat. And I'm going to let him start. He's the wordy guy.
Okay.
I'm actually really excited. I mean, I'm going to miss the ride. It was one of my favorite rides. My last name is actually Norwegian, so the first thing I do when I get to Norway is try and find somebody with my last name and explain to them that it's from Norway, and they look at me like I'm crazy, but I enjoy Norway a lot, and I've always loved that ride. It took me years to get my son to go on it, and he finally went on it, and so I'm going to miss it myself terribly, but at the same time, I think that Disney does everything pretty well to do it right. And I think the Imagineers will come up with something that will be amazing to watch. And I think they wouldn't be doing it there had other people besides myself been actually visiting the ride. So, the attendance is down. And it's not something that's for the right in the world.
Defending.
Yeah, and that's another thing is that, there's a lot to do with Norway and what much funding they get Disney.
Hey, Nate, could I ask you to maybe bring the phone closer to your mouth so we could hear you a little bit better?
Yes.
That's much better. Yeah, just go ahead and project a little bit more. That'd be great.
No problem. I was just talking about the funding that Norway gives refurbishments to the area, and I know that's like in dispute because why would they want to fund something that, like you guys said, on a make-believe place? But I still think overall it's going to be still, about Norway. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it will bring a lot of guests back to the park. The attendance has actually been down overall in the attraction. So,
Vicky, how about you? What are your thoughts on that?
Actually, I'm quite excited. I think they'll do a really good mixture. I don't think that it's going to be as bad as everyone's making it out to be. They're not tearing down your whole ride. I think it'll be a great mixture of both of it. I think it's going to help.
Yeah.
Will,
do you have no? Those are great thoughts. Will, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, every day I hear kids singing "Let It Go" or "Do You Want to Build a Snowman?" And, I can listen to it once or twice, a month. But you go on the ride, you're gonna hear it every other minute out. I don't know how long this ride's gonna be then. But I probably would go nuts just like as if I was on It's a Small World. So.
Interesting.
Well, I could take it or leave it.
Yeah. I know I'll comment because I know Jeff and Eric have got some epic things that are built up. And by the way, Kristen, yeah, they're gonna let it go, all right.
Oh yeah.
And Kristen, I'm sure, has a lot to say about this. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here with us tonight, but she'll be back with us soon. But I can say that with what Nate and Vicky had mentioned about attendance being down at Epcot, attendance being boosted by the fact that Anna and Elsa are there to sign autographs has definitely made a huge difference in the attendance level there. And let's not forget that Disney is a publicly traded company. It's not just Tom Staggs. It's not just, just one person running the park going, we need to do this and we need to grab money. Well, of course they need to grab money because everyone who's invested in Disney wants return on their investment, So although I feel that, and a lot of people, and we've mentioned this before on this show and on other on our radio stuff on Sorcerer Radio, but my gosh, the Norway Pavilion and Maelstrom in particular is in definite need of a refurbishment. There are marks on the walls. It's a little bit run down. It needs to be cleaned up, repainted. The film needs to be updated for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
So many things need to be improved upon in that ride to make it a Disney experience worthy of the money you're paying to get into the park. And this was their opportunity in order to get that done. I don't necessarily agree with the fact that they're using a fictitious town of Arendelle. However, we don't know to what necessarily extent this is going to be, whether it's just a retheming of a ride with a couple elements, which I think would be tasteful and represent the rest of Norway. Hopefully that's the case. Hopefully, it won't be as bad. And I have to mention this, El Rio del Tiempo, which is now Three Caballeros. As much as I love Donald Duck, and if you know me and the show, Donald Duck is my homeboy, but to me, it's not as educational. I feel, but of course I'm a 40-year-old guy. So what are you going to do? You know what I mean? It's like the kids and the younger youth to get them involved, maybe it's what they want. I mean, I think that a lot of us have to have that perspective too of young families coming into the park and having their expectations met, because we're all pass holders here. We go to the parks quite frequently, and these other guests, when they think of Disney, they don't necessarily think.
And once again, we lose the video call because the connection was lost. Please check your network connection and try yet again. So we'll wait for the call to come back again. This is interesting. I think Disney's trying to censor us or something. They don't like maybe what we're talking about. I don't know. Maybe it's just my crappy connection here at home. Hold on 1 second. We'll try and bring it back for you. Sorry once again, folks. I want to apologize to you for dealing with this. Let me see what I can do here. Yeah, I would like to take it to Skype. That'd probably be a good idea. Anybody there? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
There we go.
Is it still recording, Jeff?
Yeah, we're still recording. Yeah, good to go.
Okay. So, that's pretty much what I have to say about that. I'm playing more of a wait and see, and I'm hoping that, by getting more people through the turnstiles, they're able to refurbish things that they need to and have more of an element of country and, the world aspect put forth a little bit more. And I'll be honest, too, a lot of people forget the fact that, World Showcase has been upgrading their restaurants and their drinks and things of that nature for guests that really want to try to immerse themselves with that particular culture. And I think for that, they need to be applauded. And I think a lot of people have forgotten that fact. So, so I think there's something for everybody. But anyway, I'll leave it now to either Eric or Jeff to take a stab at this hot topic.
Eric, go right ahead. You have the floor, my good sir.
Okay,
Reset your camera for me, Eric. I don't have any video on you.
Reset my camera?
Yeah.
You don't have video on me?
No
Maybe
video.
that's
I don't have video.
How's that? Can you see me now?
Nope, can't see anything.
As opposed to, can you hear me now? Because I can see you now. I can see you now.
You can see me, but we can't see you, though. Now we can see you. There we go. That's better.
Okay, that's better. Okay. When I first heard this news, I was kind of I was kind of going postal on this. I was like, "How dare you!"
Oh my God!
But yeah, there you go. That. But the more I thought about it, the more
power of Christ compels you. Jeez.
I want my trolls back.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you're getting them, but they're rocks.
Getting rock trolls.
Yeah, rock trolls. There we go. And that may be what they wind up being. I don't know. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought, first of all, none of us should be surprised at this because, as has been said, this is a gold mine. Frozen, the franchise has been milked more than the entire population of Wisconsin dairy cows, and it just keeps going. But I can't say that if I was in Disney's shoes, I wouldn't do something similar. I don't know that I would refurbish an existing pavilion. I would probably get another one because there's room for half a dozen more.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
But then you think about it. This has been going on for quite some time. You have characters in the parks. You have characters in the countries. You have Snow White in Germany. You have Belle and Beast in France. You have Jasmine and Aladdin in Morocco. So on and so forth. You have the Epcot character stop. You have the Seas with Nemo and Friends. You have the Grand Fiesta Tour. Now you're going to have Frozen. You have Akershus being Disney character dinner. I understand times change. I understand that sometimes this has to happen. I understand that sometimes when you have things that get refurbished in like a new overlay, it's not the end of the world, and it's not all that bad. I like the Seas with Nemo and Friends. I thought it was as good as could be expected. I'm not opposed to the Grand Fiesta Tour, although I did like the original better. So there is a possibility that this is not going to be that bad, depending on how much of an overlay it does. But the more the characters get involved in the parks, I think the more you lose the original intention of Epcot. And if that's your plan, just come out and say it. Just come out and say, if you're Disney or you're Tom Staggs, look, we thought this was a good idea at the time. Nobody wants a World's Fair permanent. Welcome everybody to New Fantasyland Extension. And that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what the public wants, that's what the public's going to get. If this is what's expected, yes, they're going to have to do it. But I think they've lost their vision, and they can't see anything other than dollar signs.
Yeah, I think very valid. To what extent will it be? To what extent will they carry this out? And will it simply be a themed attraction with light theming, or will it be very heavy on the Arendelle theming? Will it have, be very, will it have sing-along elements? Will it have the Frozen animatronics and not have anything to do teaching you about the land of Norway? Maybe that's one.
Well, I mean, how much is the Norway Pavilion still Norway? Think about this.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Disney princesses in the main restaurant. You have a large chunk of your gift shop that's now Frozen stuff. You're going to have your ride it's going to be themed to Frozen. What's left? Are you going to put, the golden arches on the Stave Church? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, if Mulan made $250 billion, I'm sure they'd turn China into a Mulan base camp. Yeah. I don't know what else to describe it. Yeah, that would be a fun attraction. Let's hang out and learn let's learn how to fight Hun Tzu or whatever. That's awesome. It sounds like a lot of fun.
For women.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, maybe it'll be maybe Vic, you could go out there and you could start teaching people Tai Chi or something like that. That'd be interesting.
Little 5 foot feet. You got it.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, that's very, very well stated, Eric. The more we go down this rabbit hole, the more fired up I get. I'm gonna just relax for a minute, take a breather, and turn the floor over now to Jeff Davis.
Grasshopper.
I know. I need to find my center because I'm conflicted. It's like, do I turn light side or dark side? Light side or good side? Do I need to chop off the Emperor's head or not? What do I need to do? I'm conflicted. Jeff Davis, you have a prepared statement.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it a prepared statement, but let me go over a few attractions with you real quick. I'm just going to name off some random attractions here and just, let me know if you're familiar with a few of them, okay? Like Horizons, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, The World of Motion, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, If You Had Wings, Mission to Mars, The Skyway, Alien Extinction, all attractions at the Walt Disney World Resort that are no longer with us. And a lot of these attractions, departed without the use of the internet so that we could gripe and moan about what we like and what we don't like when it comes to the decisions that Disney makes.
That's right.
So what happens? Maelstrom. A fabulous attraction when it first opened, and a lot of people decided to, we want to go check this out. Oh, this is a fantastic movie. Oh, look at the trolls. Look at the polar bears. It's another ride that smells like Pirates of the Caribbean. We all love it, okay? It's no different than us losing Off-Kilter or Mo Rockin'. Things have to change, and Disney has to move on. It's like Al John said. Frozen is a cash cow. Cash cow. What has happened with Anna and Elsa? They have taken over, literally, Princess Fairy Tale Hall over at the Magic Kingdom. It's no longer Princess Fairy Tale Hall. It's Anna and Elsa's Fairy Tale Hall because you got a 5+ hour wait. So you've got to put them somewhere else so that some of these other princesses can come out and, spend time with guests. Am I sad to see Maelstrom go? No, I'm not. Why? Simply because it had its time, it had a good run, but nobody really gives a damn anymore. 90% doesn't really give a damn anymore. They want something new. And Disney is looking at this as a cash opportunity, cha-ching, cha-ching, thank you, to rake in what they can before Frozen loses its wonderful luster of greatness, and it's all gone. Now, you want to gripe about something. If you want to bitch and moan about something, I'm going to give you something to gripe and moan about. Pandora, the world of Avatar. Gripe and moan about that. Because too many times I hear you people say, oh, Avatar's not Disney. It's not Disney. You know what? Star Wars wasn't Disney, and look at what's happening with Star Wars right now. Star Wars weekends is bigger than ever. Disney bought Lucasfilm, and I just lost, everybody on the internet again. Disney was huge. Absolutely huge with Star Wars. So that has happened. Now they're making money off of it. Okay, good enough. Avatar, not part of Disney, but could it be big? Could it be huge? Could it be amazing? Yes, it could be. It could be big, huge, and amazing. But you have to give it a chance. So, ultimately, do I think it's going to work? Yes. I think the concept of it, a lot of people don't like.
As good as the predecessor. Sometimes that happens, sometimes not.
Sometimes not. Good point. But I think that once it sinks in and everybody sees what Disney has in store for all us Disney fans, you're going to be happy, you're going to be excited, and there's going to be a 3.5, 4-hour wait for this attraction there at Norway, and that's going to bring in more money. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Oh. There you go.
There you go.
For Disney in the World Showcase.
Yeah.
All in all. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you want to gripe about something that's non-Disney, Pandora, the world of Avatar. Gripe about that. These are Disney characters. They belong in the Disney parks. Now, I do understand the concept that Aljon has mentioned and also Eric has mentioned, moving away from what Epcot was originally themed and based for. I definitely understand that, and I agree with you. But these are implementations inside of a building. It's not going to scream Snowland at Norway and characters all over the place. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I don't think it will.
It's speculation.
Speculation, definitely. I don't think it will.
Or bad.
Maybe, maybe not. But I don't think they're going to take away from what Norway really is.
Right.
Maybe not. They did a little bit with the Seas with Nemo and Friends. I think they went a little overboard with that one. They could have kept it inside the attraction maybe a little more. Didn't need all them damn fish out there. Nope.
But that's not in the countries.
That's not in the countries. See, thank you. It's not in the countries. So, good possibility they may not do that in the World Showcase to take away from what Norway really is.
Good stuff, Jeff.
I really don't want people to get so upset about this. Give it a chance. Soak it in. Give it a chance. Let Disney do what they need to do. And then once you see it and you hate it, you gripe about it all you want.
There you go, Vicky.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Don't say anything. Don't go to that section of the park.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna go. You're gonna go.
I'm going.
So that's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents.
It's well put, y'all. Tons of people in the chat room. A lot of our regulars and some brand new viewers of the show chiming in on the discussion. You can too at WDWAfterDark.com. You can Facebook us or Twitter us as well. Facebook WDW After Dark webcast, and let us know what you're thinking. In Florida had mentioned, are they going to stay in Arendelle? Are they going to say Arendelle is in Norway, or maybe just keep naming a location altogether? I wonder about these things. And then Kenny Crowley says, I look at it like, sure, some will be upset that Maelstrom will be shutting down, and I understand that. Trust me, Disney fans, I feel for you all. That being said, it's time for something new.
Mm-hmm.
Paul says, I knew Maelstrom was doomed when I was in Epcot this past weekend and saw that even the Stave Church has been re-themed to Frozen. I didn't see that. Nate, you saw that yourself firsthand, yes?
Yes.
Did they put Olaf on the top?
Yes, they did.
And what did you think about that?
It didn't bother me.
Nicole didn't bother him anyway.
Gosh.
I know. I had to throw that in. I know. Just call me Adele Dazeem. Disney dork Christy says, before she had to vaporize, oh, shoot. I had it right here. I feel that with how big Frozen has been, they need to do something for it. I'm eager to look at the Mine Train. It's a huge hit. Disney won't let us down. That's good. And yeah, then once again, that's Vicky's words exactly. Easy E-Ray, who posts our hashtags of the week. Oop, I'm disconnected from the chat room. Uh-oh, the chat room crashed. Hold on a second.
We're still recording, though.
Okay, it's back.
We're back.
I'm trying to find his post. I can't find it now.
It just took them all away. Yeah.
They took them all away. Yeah, too much chatting in the chat room, y'all.
Oh, but that's a good thing. I like that.
That's the first time the chat room crashed. Yeah, I like that.
All right.
Oh, you know what they did? They disappeared.
Kind of like your video, Eric. It disappeared again. Oh, wait, there you are. Never mind.
I tell you what, man, all kinds of stuff. Look, I think it's great for us as Disney fans to try to be supportive as much as we can and be very tactful in voicing our concerns regarding anything that has been is changing at the Disney parks, whether it's a restaurant or an attraction. That's the best thing you can do. This past week, or the past few weeks, the internet has been filled with petitions and emails to certain members of the Disney management team requesting that they reconsider and reinstate Off Kilter and Moroccan, and I believe it's gone to some really bad lengths, people.
Oh, that's
and I think
bad.
the Disney community needs to relax. They need to remember that it's all about the spirit of fun and sharing in fellowship and learning and entertainment, and that there is no need for any type of rude or negative comments. I think that's just unbecoming of anybody in the Disney fan community. It makes us as a community look bad, and hopefully we need to trust in Disney and figure out, the Imagineers should know what they're doing because of all the fan research that they're conducting, because we all know that they take a lot of research and they test a lot of those things out prior to having them put in the park.
Yeah.
Because it's a huge undertaking. So, and only time will tell if things don't work, if people don't come to see the new entertainment, if people don't come to see the new Frozen attraction, then it's going to change. I personally would love to see Figment change. I would love to see the little train in the candy store in Main Street USA actually work again. I would love to see so many different things actually be cleaned up, like the Wonders of Life Pavilion.
Yeah.
And I would love to see, Communicore come back to something really cool and exciting where people can discover communication and how cool, technology can be, because that's something that I personally and Jeff and all of us on the radio and broadcast totally believe in. The world
definitely.
is becoming a smaller
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
The technology is becoming, huge, and stuff like that makes me excited to come to the parks. Unfortunately, they're only shells of their former selves. And yes, the spirit that Walt had put in, as Eric eloquently pointed out, and you all have too, the fact that they may be losing some of that is upsetting, and it's concerning. But maybe we need to be ranting about those things instead of ranting about this particular thing in order to affect change, right? So
Yeah.
Anyway, Uncle Servo.
I just want to see the Yeti moving again.
Yeah.
Is that so wrong?
No, it's not so
Right?
wrong.
No, it's not. It's not wrong.
Okay.
But I mean, hey, who doesn't like log rolling? I love log rolling. I'll even get out there and do it myself.
Yes.
Screw that. I want to see the axes thrown.
Give it a try,
Try it.
Yeah, try it. Yes.
Try it.
Please.
We need to try it.
Oh my gosh, just give it a chance.
Encouragement.
I tell you, I really appreciate everybody chiming in on this. It's a hotbed topic, something we're going to follow very closely on WDW After Dark, as well as our promotional partner, Sorcerer Radio, where all of us have various radio shows like DW60, Sorcom Review, Disneyland Magic, and of course WDW Tiki Room.
Of course.
And maybe we'll have Nate and Vicky from Disney Dorks join us on one of those shows, because you guys are a lot of fun. Once again, Nate and Vicky, why don't you send a shout out to all the Disney Dorks out there like myself, and tell people where they can find you and follow you.
You can check us out on the Facebook page. You can look up My Disney Dorks. The group is Disney Dorks, the Facebook group. And we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. You can find us at My Disney Dorks.
And
I tell you what. Go ahead, Vicky.
and we have a website.
Oh, yeah, there's a website, DisneyDorks.weebly. That's where we write some articles and put up some Disney history. And definitely a shout out to all dorks. They're the greatest group in the world.
They really are.
Very loving people, and they're just Disney dorks. They just love Disney, and that's about
Well,
it.
I tell you what, we do appreciate it. It's great. You know what? Nate and Vicky are great people, and they have a great community over there. And we welcome you guys to keep on interacting with us on the show, and maybe guest on the show at some point in time. We'd love for you to come back. And if you guys wanna hang, you're welcome to hang. If you need a jet, I totally understand. This was a last minute thing. We knew we needed to lead off with this and go ahead and nip it in the bud before we lose control and the ship just all of a sudden, bounces into Norway Pavilion and down that hole.
At this point, you would have to kick us out.
Yeah, we're here to stay.
Oh, you're here to hang? Okay,
You're here
great.
to stay.
Booyah.
All right.
Booyah. All right, the dorks are hanging. That's outstanding.
Yeah.
You gotta nip it in the bud, Andy.
Nip it in the bud, yes. Okay, so.
Nip it.
Oh, my gosh.
I love Easy E-Ray. They're just killing me with Mo Rock and Off Kilter Maelstrom all at once. I think Eric said it best. Eric, you made this interesting hashtag in the Sorcerer Radio Disney Fun Zone. What did you say? It was the year of?
Oh, I'm sorry. This will go down in history as the summer that Disney gutted Epcot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty good. I like that. Cha-ching.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
But
it is
if
summer
if it comes in with something good, then hey, more power to them.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Let's hope so, man. I am really looking forward to seeing what they're going to be able to do. Now, the other thing I wanted to touch back on with all of this buzz about Frozen and Epcot is, do you think with the recent announcement that there will be a new Frozen short coming into theaters to, I guess, open up a Pixar movie or something like that? I think they've got the new Frozen short. I forgot what the press release was, but there's a new Frozen short that's going to be in theaters next year. And with Frozen coming to ABC's Once Upon a Time with a particular tie-in arc, do you think it's going to reach critical mass? Do you think it's going to be overexposed in 2015? Is 2015 going to be the year that Disney has like put all their bets, all of their money is on Frozen, all of it? Are we going to see a backlash from Frozen of epic proportion come 2015, and all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, what the hell just happened?
I think they are reaching the point of oversaturation now.
Yeah.
Not just 2015. I think now. And I'm afraid. Now this is my true beef with converting Maelstrom over to Frozen, is because I think that Frozen it's being
Oh, no. Don't do it again. Don't do it again, please. Everything just froze once again. Oh, boy. Again, video ended because the connection was lost. Google Plus is being so fantastically nice to us this evening. Once again, you're listening or watching WDW After Dark, live over at WDWAfterDark.com. We are a live and uncensored Disney show, and we are going to get back to hearing what Mr. Eric Allen had to say. Eric, are you there? Can you hear us? Eric? Hello? Okay, there we go. Okay.
Yeah,
Nate, we triple dog dare you to start singing it right now.
I got over a cold.
Right here, right now. Start it.
Can I just say something crazy?
I love crazy.
Well, I mean,
if you want to see us singing it, you can check it out on our YouTube channel. We did.
Yeah.
I do remember I do remember seeing that. That's true. We'll probably play it next week. Well, do you think Frozen has reached critical mass? Is there going to be a big backlash? Do you foresee it continuing on forever? What's your thought on that?
I can see it definitely, because it may be oversaturated for the adults, but I think the kids, they can take a lot more of it, and especially there's always new, younger ones coming into it one after the other as they grow up, and I think that they could be what propels it for much longer than the adults could stand it.
That's what it's about. It's about the kids. It's always been about the kids.
An adult being kid.
Well, Hershey, what do you think? He's measuring his
The
response.
kid need attractions too.
Yeah, I have to wonder if they're not going one to the well too many times, on it. So only time will tell exactly what happened, or what will happen. In the meantime, like I said, continue the discussion with us at WDW After Dark webcast or WDW After Dark on Twitter. We've got more news, Jeff.
My section is done. It's to you, Al.
Okay.
John.
Alrighty then. We'll go ahead and lean it over to Eric Allen while I get Jeff prepped up with this particular situation. Go ahead.
Okay. According to Bloomberg Newsweek, an article that was published this past Monday, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy was the top grossing movie for the fourth weekend in a row. They said that's no great surprise. Well, no great surprise to us either. Hey, thank you, Captain Obvious. However, the main news is that Guardians has now grossed $294 million in the U.S. alone. That's according to Box Office Mojo.
Cha-ching.
But wait, excuse me, like in the TV commercials it says, but wait, there's more.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. That $294 million is more than what Man of Steel grossed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know that.
It took in $291 million.
Mm-hmm.
I will be talking with Mike on Mighty Marvel Geeks tomorrow evening on Sorcerer Radio, and we touch on this. And what if you are any other company than Marvel? This should make you pee your pants.
Yeah.
Because Guardians of the Galaxy was considered a garbage group.
Yeah, third-rate franchise team.
Third-rate franchise has become one of the most profitable movies that Marvel has produced.
Yes. Thank goodness.
Just imagine what happens if they start bringing out more well-known characters and ensemble groups. I mean, it's kind of like, can you stop Marvel at this point? And the answer is no. So,
I love whoever's ringtone of the Meet George Jetson that was just amazing.
That would be me. That would be me.
That was an amazing ringtone.
Totally random George Jetson.
That was like perfect timing.
Just wow.
Dude, I love that ringtone. I'm like jazzing over it right now. I was like, ooh, this is so cool.
So
I think I'm in Hollywood studios listening to the soundtrack. Okay.
I know, right?
Yeah. So that's one story. And speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, Dave Bautista is supposed to have, or rather his character, is supposed to have a major role in not Age of Ultron, but Avengers 3.
Yes.
So that's making me wonder if Avengers 3 is not going to be the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. Just a thought.
It could. All I know that Avengers 3 is going to have all of the Marvel hero characters come together. And that also includes Power Man and Iron Fist, as well as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., as well as everything from the cinematic universe is going to converge in Avengers 3 in a big way. A huge way.
Well, so, I mean, you can't... I've heard people talk about, it's going to be Civil War. The Civil War storyline from the comics. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
First of all, you have to have characters that are currently owned by other companies, and I don't see that happening. Second of all, you have gone to all this effort to introduce the Power Stones. the Infinity Stone, excuse me,
Mm-hmm.
and there's only one thing that you could be building that up to.
Mm-hmm.
So
Infinity Gauntlet.
Sorry, folks, we lost the feed once again. Google Plus is apparently having some major issues tonight, so we're trying to bring it up as quickly as we can once again so you guys can hear what Mr. Eric Allen has to say tonight. So just give me 1 second so I can bring it back up for you. Are you guys there? Can you hear me? Oh, boy. May have lost them completely.
we have lost them completely?
Oh, okay. Now, there you are. You're back again. Okay. Google Plus does not like us tonight at all. They keep dropping the call and bringing it back
Does
up.
Google Plus like us any week?
They like us. They like us a lot better than Skype did.
Apparently, well,
that's
jeez. I mean, golly.
Okay. All right.
Ridiculous.
So the first episode will be titled Shadows, and it says that Coulson and his team are now wanted fugitives with limited resources, but that is not stopping them from keeping the world safe from powerful and unseen threats everywhere. However, with new members they hardly know, will S.H.I.E.L.D. ever be trusted again? Now, coming back this year, you of course you have Clark Gregg as as Agent Phil Coulson. Well, excuse me, Director Phil Coulson now. Ming-Na Wen, Agent Melinda May, and I just keep wanting her to do some Mulan lines while she's doing the fight scene.
She could.
She's not the only one here.
She could surprise us. I can't wait. I'm she does that.
Yeah, Brett Dalton is back as Grant Ward, and I'm wondering how that's going to play out.
Mm-hmm.
Chloe Bennett as Sky, Ian D. Cakester.
Yep.
Am I pronouncing that right? As Agent Leo Fitz. I wonder how they're going to do that too, because he's like Coma Guy now. Elizabeth Henstridge.
That's a new superhero, right? Coma Guy.
Yeah.
That's his new.
I am Coma Guy. Watch me lay there. You have Agent Gemma Simmons, played by Elizabeth Henstridge, and Nick Blood as Lance Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you have B.J. Britt coming back as Agent Triplet. You've got Nick Blood coming in as Agent Lance Hunter. Adrian Pazdar as Brigadier General Glenn Talbot. So he's coming back. Patton Oswalt as Agent Koenig, the other one. One I'm looking forward to is Lucy Lawless as Isabel Izzy Hartley.
Mm-hmm.
Wilmer Calderon as Idaho. Reed Diamond as Daniel Whitehall. You've even got Haley Atwell coming in as Peggy Carter, and Agent Carter is going to be the mid-season replacement for, well, not necessarily mid-season replacement, but it's going to be launched between the mid-season break, is what it is. We're going to see Agent Carter show up then.
Oh yeah,
and that's something that I have really been wanting to see, because I wanted to see more Agent Carter. I wanted to see more Howling Commandos. And finally, we're going to get it.
nice.
So that's all I got.
That's good stuff, Eric.
There's a chance we'll get to see any of the ever.
Oh,
What
is that
now?
Nate?
Do you think there's a chance we'll ever get any of the Avengers on the show?
Ooh, yeah. Well,
I'm sure there's possibility.
I heard from a interesting source, and I don't want to sound like Latino Review, but I did hear from an interesting source that we may actually see the Falcon. So you never know. We might see someone from Captain America. We might see, we might actually be introduced to a Marvel Cinematic hero down the road in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Before they make an appearance in a movie. I mean, those are just a couple of theories that have been put out there, so we'll have to see how that goes. All I can tell you is that the Falcon was badass in Captain America, so I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it was.
So thank you for that. Oh, can't wait to see that. Earlier this week, Apple had debuted some really cool new technology, and with an update on that, William Hershey's got a little article. Will, what say you?
Well, as everybody knows, the new Apple 6s are coming out, and you can order those now if you haven't. They're going to probably be sold out before anybody can actually get to them, But, they're also hyping up this new app, with Disney. They're in conjunction with them, and they're doing everybody's calling them the iWallet, the iPay, and it's like Apple Pay, And I'm not too sure exactly how I feel about that. I mean, what happens when the battery dies, I mean, I guess the only place you're really going to be able to charge your Apple phones now is at the restaurants,
Yeah. How are you going to pay for it if you can't use your credit card with your iWallet in the machine?
Oh, my God. People might actually have to use real paper money. Oh, God.
I know, right?
It's terrible. Oh, no.
Not a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Magic Band, yeah.
Exactly. That battery doesn't go dead, does it? No, I don't think so. That should work.
I almost feel like I need to have this subdermal implant, very shield tech, and have myself just implanted with some type of Magic Band technology in my hand or wrist.
Right.
And that way I don't ever have to worry about carrying a Magic Band. I've got it built into my skin. You see, check that out. Every time I check into the park, Iron Man says, Jarvis says, "Welcome, Mr. Stark." That'll be pretty neat, right?
Oh my God.
I think I dig that. I buy that for $1.
Yeah, there you go.
Will,
buy
that's
that
good
for
stuff.
$1.
I know RoboCop throwback. I can't help myself.
Yeah,
RoboCop.
And with the new iPhone coming out, they have the new device coming out as well, and it's been hyped for a long, long time, and people they didn't know whether to believe it or if it was just myth. Well, they finally announced it, and it is a real product, the iWatch. And this is something that I want. I mean, you have to have an iPhone 5 or something, later than that, like an i6 or whatever. But anyways, you need one of those to have this. There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah, you need one of those to work with the watch. It's very neat. They come in multiple styles, and I don't care what style it comes in as long as I get a freaking Mickey animated watch face on it,
That does look pretty cool.
With him just tapping his foot, which makes me wonder, what other characters are they going to release with this? But I don't know all the specifics of the iWatch. I don't know if you can take pictures with it or whatever. I don't know that. That'd be kind of creepy too. You mean you're on a date and you're like people are like, look at this creep I'm with, or something like that.
Well, at least it doesn't say like you've got the neighborhood watch on you or something. All of a sudden, we got Will Hershey over there, and it's like, he's on the watch list. We're tracking him using his iWatch. He needs to at least maintain 20 feet to 50 feet away from me because of a restraining order.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know.
He's not talking into his watch to try to talk to his Trans Am outside, is he?
Hey pal, it's Michael. Come on, kid, let's go.
That would be cool. I mean, it does give you directions, and I'm not sure if it's going to have Siri on it or not, if they're going to include that maybe in the future or anything like that.
Well, it's Bluetooth, Will. I mean, from my understanding, it's Bluetooth, so it's going to hook up to your phone, and your phone's still going to have to communicate, with Siri and through your speakers of everything. It's not like you said, you can't just use the watch by yourself, right? To unlock all of its full potential, you have to have both of them, right?
Right. Yeah, so it's like having an iPad on your wrist or something like that.
Yeah.
If it's anything like, go ahead.
And the Magic Band on one wrist and your watch on the other.
Oh, there you go, double fisted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Would you like my one charge card or my backup charge card? It's true.
Hopefully, this iWatch will be a little bit more capable and a little bit less expensive than the Samsung equivalent that's been out on the market for a while already. That, of course, being the Galaxy Gear.
$299, Eric.
And
$299 is
$299.
the price. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
I so wanted one when I first saw the commercial, and I just went
Same
up.
here.
It's like, wait a minute. You've got to have your phone on you when you use this. What's the point?
What's the point?
Well, you could look down. I could look down at my freaking phone and find out what time it is.
I tell you, the best wearable, though, that I've seen so far, y'all, is the Google Glass. Hands down. It's the best, the most functional, the coolest little piece of tech. And yeah, it looks a little dorky.
Yeah, you look like a retard when you wear those things. I'm sorry.
Honestly, look,
It's terrible.
Look, Jeff, how cool would it be to go to the Disney park and have your Google Glass on, but it's in the form of Geordie LaForge's visor?
Okay, that's understandable, but I'm talking about these guys who walk around with Google Glass on and also a pair of sunglasses on underneath the Google Glass. Absolutely. Learn fashion, people.
Absolutely terrible.
Not trending. Not trending at all.
Not trending,
Take it off. Take it off,
Yeah.
please.
Joan Rivers, bless her heart, would put you down on the red carpet if you were doing that.
Oh, gosh, would she ever.
I know, right?
Oh.
That's crazy stuff. Well, thanks, Will, for that little tidbit. How much is the watch, Will? You said $299?
How much do the watches start? I think there are more than.
Yeah.
I think they start at $349 actually.
$349.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, but I collect watches and so forth, like Disney watches of all sorts, and none of my watches are like cheapo, but this is something I want to add to my collection just because
Mickey.
of the stupid Mickey on it.
I'm gonna spend $350 on a movable Mickey. Well, I got news for you, buddy. You could put that. You could put that on your. What the hell is it? You can make that a screenshot on your. What is it? What is it? iPod, the iPod Mini, that they've converted into watches. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
You know what? I will say this about Apple and their big announcement of the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. Hey, Apple, welcome to the year 2012. Android has been doing this for a couple of years now, and you get widgets, you get your customized keyboards, and your nice 8-megapixel camera and all that stuff. Yeah, welcome. Now, when it's 2014, maybe you guys will have what we have now on Android. So, good job. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, wake up and smell the technology.
Seriously.
Yeah.
God.
I've got an iPhone too, and I'm thinking to myself, well, shit, it's about time, dude.
It's about time.
It's about damn time.
I'm still playing with my Samsung Galaxy Note that I got because somebody in a screen right next to mine talked me into it without even trying, because he said, "Oh, look at my cool-looking Samsung Note. I got a pin up my phone's butt." That's it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Love my Samsung Galaxy S5 Active. Love this thing.
That may be what I get when I come up for my upgrade.
It is a great phone. Yes, it is. I love it.
I think I'm just going to say, screw it all. I'm going to go with a Windows phone.
The Windows phone.
Okay.
Be different than everybody. Go with Windows.
I'm just going to be different, damn it.
You want the Cortana. That's what you want. You want
I think
Cortana's
neat. I think that's neat.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
What can you do? Right.
Screw you guys. They're getting a BlackBerry.
Last bit of news. I don't know if we're going to have time to. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to have time to do our. I don't know if we're going to have time to necessarily do our Disney videos of the week, but we may truncate it and do like one video of the week.
Maybe.
If we have time. But I'll say this. I gave Jeff some coordinates to this destination link, and hopefully he can program that in his nav computer, because we're going to talk about brand new Star Wars stuff.
There is one thing that you do need to let them know. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to know about this.
That's right.
Don't watch. Okay?
Yes.
Don't watch or don't listen.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
So this happens to be...
And once again, we've lost the call. This is starting to really get on my nerves with Google Plus tonight. I don't understand why they keep doing this. I'm trying my best here, people. I really am. Maybe it's just my internet connection. Maybe it's just crap tonight for some reason. I don't know. We're going to bring them back up one more time. Hopefully this will be the last time. Seems to be happening every 30 minutes, I think. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. All right. Al, John, Eric, anybody? Can anyone hear my voice at all? Nobody can hear me whatsoever. You are listening to or watching WDW After Dark over at WDWAfterdark.com. Having some issues once again with the internet, trying to get back the rest of the crew as quickly as we can. It'll just take a moment for everything to boot back up with Google+. I hear somebody. Okay.
All right. There you go.
All right, Aljon, go ahead, bud.
Okay, so the first thing you see from these aerial photos that someone must have taken with Google Plus or something like that, Google Maps, is a blue and black X-Wing fighter. And whoa, is that looking cool. And then you see to the left of it the cross-section of the Millennium Falcon. Wow. Let me tell you, these pictures look amazing. And if it's not just that, there are pictures of the actual hangar bays. Now, this hangar bay was actually a nuclear testing site from the 90s.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. There were 6 of those little hangars for the nukes on the site, but it's supposed to replicate some type of base reminiscent of Yavin 4 with a touch of Echo base. The X-Wing is seen under wraps, positioned like it's parked outside one of the bays, dressed as a set when the X-Wing gets unwrapped. And then there's another X-Wing that looks black and chrome, and whoa, does that look cool.
Yeah, that one right there they're looking at, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, that's
my gosh,
nice.
So cool. So the aerial view shows several different X-Wings parked in docks and the cross-section of the Millennium Falcon. And let me tell you, this looks flippin' epic. Note that 2 of the stand-ups and the other X-Wings in the docking bays will be replaced or touched up in post-production. So, there are different, sides of the different X-Wings there. They're going to add on the other digital halves of those different ships. Of course, the Millennium Falcon is only, partially built. The rest of it will be added on with CG. And it looks so cool. And there's a little tacit that Latino Review linked up to a article on Entertainment Weekly that says, even though Rebels takes place, and this is regarding the Disney XD series, so there's a little tie in there.
Right.
But even though Rebels takes place years before the events of the first Star Wars film, Episode 4, and its animated series rather than a feature film, Disney wants to make sure that any creative elements introduced in Rebels align with the rest of the Star Wars canon. That way, even with multiple Star Wars projects in various stages of development at the same time, the brand's world building will continue in a cohesive and consistent manner. It's a very integrated process. There's real communication between all the filmmakers because we're all part of a larger timeline, says Rebels executive producer Simon Kinberg, Ron guy, who's also creative consultant on Episode 7. There is absolutely communication and integration between the different stories. We are very aware of what they were doing in Episode 7, and we also have to click into place with Episode 4. So it's stuff that we had speculated on. Everything's being built brick by brick in order to fashion a cohesive universe where everything matches up. Everything from the books to the movies, the animation will all mash together to one big cohesive story that includes Star Wars: The Clone Wars, by the way. So this is exciting stuff, and I can tell you that as a fanboy from Star Wars, looking at these pictures about these X-Wings and the real sets being built just makes my heart just glow because I love seeing that. Any questions or comments from the peanut gallery on this?
Well,
go ahead.
I do have one, and this is just an observation. And when you see stuff like this, or when you see a post like this, letting you know that here's a look at inside of what's happening with the new Star Wars film and all this stuff. Do you sometimes want to not click on it because it might take away a little bit of what the excitement or the anticipation of the film will bring you, seeing the finished product? Does this take away from it, when you see things like this, Aljon?
It does, and this is a topic that was discussed on Rebel Force Radio on Sorcerer Radio every Saturday night at 7 p.m. But it is something that I'm very aware of, and I want to stay as spoiler-free as possible. Like, I won't read leaks of scripts or anything like that. However, when it comes to concept art and pictures and behind-the-scenes stuff, I don't mind so much because in a few months we're going to see the trailer.
Right.
So for me, it makes it cool for me. Like, I don't mind seeing some elements in something like this. It's not too bad. But if I read the script, that's where it's going to be screwed up for me. And I want to stay away from any plot points, any type of spoilers in that regard. But in this digital day and age where everyone that is on this particular show who downloads this and consumes this in all of the different forms, it's very difficult to stay away from that kind of stuff. The only way you cannot be influenced and see spoilers that happen is if you turn off your computer. That's the only way.
Yeah, that's true.
And I realized that, and during this fall, we're watching Walking Dead, right? Everyone was watching Walking Dead, and because of the time delay when I'm out of town or because I'm working on different projects, I have to watch the rerun of The Walking Dead. I had to literally not see anything on Facebook at all. I had to avoid it because the moment I turn and I check my message, whether it's Eric, Jeff, or Will, or Kristen texting me or sending me a message through Facebook, the moment I hit my phone, I'm going to see something that I'm not going to like.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
So you have to be very disciplined. And unfortunately, I cannot wait for the film to come out, episode 7. But I also know in this reality that I have no other choice. So if I see a picture or something like that happen, it is what it is. So, I don't know if Nate's still with us. If he wants to chime in on it, feel free to chime in if you want.
I definitely could not agree with everything you just said.
Yeah,
the words right out of my mouth. I wouldn't want to know any plot points or any super huge spoilers, but pictures like that are just awesome. Build the anticipation all the way around. So I'm super excited for the movie. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Disney is good stuff.
Star Wars fans, might have been. As a filmmaker myself, Disney is at the forefront of creating movies and making magic. I think it will be awesome, especially with J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely stuff to look forward to with Star Wars Episode 7. Any other comments on that, guys?
I have a couple of comments.
Okay, Eric, go ahead.
One, I did see these pictures on a Star Wars themed Facebook group, and somebody actually brought up, are y'all sure that this is not the guys from the Full Scale Falcon Project that's trying to build one in Tennessee? Which I thought you would appreciate that, Aljon, because we met the guys back in November.
I know, they were great guys.
Yeah, total great guys. And
refer back to the GMX podcast, y'all. You can do that now on Stitcher and on iTunes. Cha-ching.
Yeah. And the Star Wars fanboy in me cringes just a little bit when these are all referred to as X-Wing fighters.
And once again, the video has ended because the connection was lost. Ladies and gentlemen, as we try to wrap up this evening of WDW After Dark, gotten through most of the show without, losing the feed completely and totally, but we're going to try once again to fix this. Hopefully next week it won't be like this. I don't know what to do. I've turned off everything internet-wise in this house, and we still keep losing.
Yes, I feel the same way because the twin engines are one engine, and it's not split in a different way.
Yeah,
but anyway.
Yeah, it's more like a Z95 Headhunter. But
yeah. You see, and this comes from someone that illustrated a Star Wars ship tech book, right?
Yes, I have done a few floor plans, deck plans, ortho drawings in my time.
Oh, there you go.
So
and once again, you can follow.
I just figured I'd point that out.
Yeah, and there you go. And
there you go.
I thought the very same thing. People were saying this is the new X-Wing, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't think it's an X-Wing, so I don't know if we can really call it that. But regardless,
Call it a W-wing or something. I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
care. Just don't call it a freaking X-wing.
I know. Look at this new fighter ship. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, right, Nate? I mean, hey, man. Well, I tell you what, that wraps up the news section for today. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. I don't know if we're going to have time to do a Disney video, Jeff. Do we?
We're cutting it very close. Yeah,
we're cutting it close. So for the first time ever, no top 5 Disney videos of the week, but we will be back next week.
I will hold on to them and won't let them go anywhere. So don't worry.
We will hold on to them because there's some funny stuff.
Yeah.
And who knows what might be going on next week? You might hear some reports live from Walt Disney World. You just never know. In the meantime,
whoa!
Yeah, I'm only gonna tease it. I'm only gonna tease you, Jeff. I can't say for sure, but
that's a bunch of crap, man. You can't do that.
Yeah, we might have some live reports from Walt Disney World. You heard it here first.
Oh God!
Before we let everybody go, I also want to wish my wonderful wife, Kristen, who's usually on the show, a happy anniversary.
Aww.
So, there you go. Tomorrow's our anniversary, y'all.
20 years?
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. It'll be our 11th year.
Oh, 11th year. I was thinking 20 or something, Just.
You're thinking 20? Jesus Christ. Oh, you're killing me. Easy E-Ray from our chat room is once again supplying us with our hashtags of the week. Eric, I'll leave the hashtags to you, my friend, if you can read those out for us.
Okay. All right, we have hashtag After Darkers, Sorcerer Radio Disney Fun Zone. Good morning, WDWAD. Oozing Disney. Summer of Bad Decisions. Wrap your kielbasa. WDWAD Team Rant. I love log rolling. Try it. Encouragement. Nip it, nip it, nip it. Epcot gutting, nerdgasm, and no video. Oh, yes, there's also Jeff Rant.
Very nice. Very nice indeed. Thanks, Kenny Crowley, for that. Easy E-Ray for that big bulk of it. Once again, we encourage everyone to chime in and on the discussion. Unfortunately, due to all of our technical difficulties for tonight, we were going to try to entertain some of our calls from our very own hotline, and you're more than welcome to do so. Call and leave a voicemail on the WDW After Dark hotline, and we'll play them in a future show because there's just so much to talk about on WDW After Dark. The hotline number is 410-98 WDWAD 410-98 WDWAD. That line is open 24/7. Leave a voicemail with your comments upon the show and questions for our panel of Disney experts. Once again, thanks to Vicky and Nate. They are the Disney Dorks. You can find them on Facebook and on YouTube and so much other stuff. Nate, any last words for you and your fans, your Disney Dorks out there?
Just hey, what's up, dorks? Stay Disney.
Stay Disney.
And we thank you so much for having us on the show.
Thank you guys so much. Anytime you want us back, let us know.
We had a blast. You guys were awesome.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are the best.
You guys are awesome.
Absolutely. Nate and Vicky, thank you so much. And we'll be sure to put their link on our show link when you can download the show and see it on YouTube, Stitcher Radio, and, of course, on iTunes. Be sure to subscribe to those feeds and leave us your thumbs up and your 5-star reviews on iTunes as well. Everyone else, let's see, Will, where can people find you?
They can find me on Twitter at SR Disneyland Magic, at SRD Magic. Also on Facebook at William.P.Hershey, as well as you can reach me at YetiChaser@yahoo.com or YetiChaser@gmail.com.
Gee, you got it all covered, I think.
Wow.
Wow. I know, that's the longest
You need
call
to
ever.
embrace social media more, Will.
Yeah, no kidding. Gee whiz.
Eric Allen, how about you?
Okay, you can find me on Twitter at SorcomReview. Send me an email at sorcom@srsounds.com, or check out the show's Facebook page at facebook.com/SorcomReview. You're also going to find me tomorrow night on Sorcerer Radio with the Mighty Marvel Geeks show that starts at 8 p.m. Eastern at srsounds.com. I will be taking a guest shot on there. Me and Michael will be talking about, Marvel stuff. Go figure.
Imagine that.
Oh, wow. Hey, there you go.
Mr. Jeff Davis.
You can find me on Twitter at DW_60. All you have to do is look for me in the Sorcerer Radio Disney Fun Zone over on Facebook and listen to DW60 each Thursday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time over on Sorcerer Radio at srsounds.com.
Once again, don't forget, you can check me out at Jedi Musketeer on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. I just uploaded a bunch of trailers for the upcoming Disney films that we've got. Of course, you can also follow Kristen. Please do, will you? At Dining at Disney on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can purchase her brand new book. It's a 2014 guide to the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, available right now at diningatdisney.com. Check it out. It is a must-have book for the upcoming Food and Wine Festival. All kinds of tips and tricks. We also want you to shop using our links on After Dark, WDWAfterdark.com, Halloween Express, Dining at Disney. We've got Amazon. It doesn't take any extra money. You just click on the banner, and a little bit of that helps supply the different tech and payforour.com. We really would appreciate that. Also, you can check out the different links for Entertainment Earth. You use Groupon. We know you love Groupon. Use that. Or if you want to just get a little bit of that Disney magic at home, you can also shop for you or your loved one by clicking on our links to Ghirardelli as well and have some nice chocolate for the house. So definitely check that out. In the meantime, roll those credits, and we're going to get on out of Dodge. You all have been a tremendous audience, and we love you. We appreciate you showing up and downloading the show, watching us stream live every single week. Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, and we do really appreciate it. So, in the meantime, just enjoy this, rock out, have a great and safe weekend. We'll see you.
Bye.
Take care, everybody. Have a good weekend.
We were not the first to pass this day.
Awesome. Are we leading to ukuleles or anything?
Vikings with ukuleles, Will?
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I want to live in your world, Will.
You want to live in part of Will's world. Peace out.